knows cuando estemos live. ¿Te gustaron mis abejitas?
¿Mande?
¿Te gustaron mis abejitas?
Ah, no las había visto hasta que ahorita que dijiste.
Las mujeres luego, Summer. Oh my. Yeah. And we are live. Hello everyone, Faby Gonzalez, Coldwell Banker West, Good Day Chula Vista, that's where you're watching, and I'm here today with Paul Montano, and we're gonna have some fun, so stay with us. Casi media hora.
Okay.
We're back? And we're back. Thank you for joining us. Before I introduce you to my friend here, let me just ask you guys to share this video to your page so you can share it with your friends that are still paying rent or that are thinking of buying a second property. So stay with us. Share this video to your other page. And today we're on episode 79, Good Day Chula Vista, and we have Paul Montano with us.
Thank you very much, Faby, for inviting me. I truly appreciate this opportunity, and hopefully we can bring good information for you and for your followers.
Yes, for everyone, for all your friends too. Paul, but I know you for so many years since we were in another life, Ashland.
Yes.
Remember? It was fun. So, but tell us about you, because I know you very well, but not everybody that I know knows you. So tell us.
Okay, well, I've been a licensed realtor for the past 11 years. Like Faby said, a few brokerage ago. And now we've been working together for 5 years here at Coldwell Banker.
Mm-hmm. 7.
No, me 5.
You
7.
mean 5. I've been here, so that's true. 7, 5. Okay, that's true because you were with another company. What else? Tell us more. So you live here in Eastlake?
Yes, I live here in Eastlake with my family. Have a daughter, 4 years old, my wife. Today is actually our 9-year anniversary.
Oh my God, 9 years already?
Yeah, she's been putting up with me for 9 years.
Well, that deserves an applause. Felicidades, Elene. 9 years. Se oye de fácil, pero ya sé que está difícil aguantar al Paul. No te creas. Y con tu pulga, ¿cuántos años tiene? How old is your daughter?
She's 4 3/4, she says.
Oh, I know. When you're little, you're like counting the extra months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Paul, you've been here in this community, and I know we went through the hard times of short sales, and I remember we had our logos and our cards were like helping one family at a time, because we were really helping a lot of families that were struggling short selling their homes, remember?
Yes, of course. Back then, I remember short sales used to take anywhere between 6 months, and one of the files I had, it took 2 years. So they should be called long sales instead of short sales, but...
Oh, that's true. They should be long sales. But I remember when you were doing that, because we didn't get paid until we closed the file. So sometimes we started a file and we met this family going through a financial hardship. They were losing their homes. Sometimes they had invested a lot of money on those homes, remodeling, and then they had to do a short sale. So we were kind of the psychologists, right? Helping them go through that.
Yeah, we had to kind of give them our best advice based on previous experiences, and really help them focus on the next phase, on short selling the house, finishing up the financials with the current lien holder, get them ready and get them encouraged to become homeowners again.
Right. One of the things that I admire you so much for was that you were very young when you started doing that, and you really cared about these families, because we were surrounded by a lot of agents that had been in real estate longer than you and I. I've been in real estate for 15 years, but I remember a lot of the agents there had been in real estate for like 20, 25 years. And I didn't see them caring as much as you care, even though you were so young at the time, helping these families really go through that financial hardship and really getting them what's best for them. And at the time, it was getting them to stay longer in the house and still not let the house go to foreclosure. So now that we are in a different market and now you're helping all those people buy again, are you still connecting with them from back then?
Yes, of course. My current business, my book of business, it's 100% referrals. And thank God I don't have to pay Zillow. I don't have to pay newspapers or big media companies because of the people that we helped in the past.
Right. Yeah, they're connected with you. They're going to be loyal forever because you helped them when they were going through that hard time. So now the reason I wanted to talk to you today is because we've been doing the same thing, helping a lot of families buy a house again with the down payment assistance programs. And I know that it's, even though it's something old, it's kind of new right now, right?
Mhm.
The down payment assistance.
Well, from my understanding, down payment assistance programs have been in the county of San Diego for many, many years, but a lot of realtors and even loan officers are not familiar with it. So sometimes people, they just don't want to deal with it. Listing agents don't really want to work with you if you have those type
Of loans.
of financials, but they're not hard.
No.
I mean, they're pretty easy to make as long as you get qualified, you get all your paperwork up front. It's a true benefit to the family.
And you get the right lender to help you with that.
Precisely. You need to work with the lender that knows how to work with those type of loans.
Right. You will hear a lot from one of the things Paul and I were talking about here in the kitchen when I see him there getting his coffee. We were talking about how some of the clients go with other lenders that are not willing to do these programs. So let me tell you, these programs, the lenders don't get paid as much as they would on a regular FHA loan or regular loan. So they don't want to go through the struggle of doing all that work, all that extra paperwork, and then get paid less. You know, they want to get paid more. But not all lenders are the same, just like not all the realtors are the same. So we were able to connect with a few lenders that really care about the clients, and they help us get our clients the lowest price. So you had one scenario, right? Like the difference? Because I know you did a video on your page.
Yes, I would say the average home buyer for down payment assistance loan for, let's say, the city of San Diego, which is 17% down payment assistance. The difference in payment from a traditional FHA to using this program for first-time home buyers was $700 per month. So we're talking about a little over $8,000 a year in savings.
Wow. Yeah, and then the payment, $700 a month less, imagine?
Mm-hmm.
That could make that could either make or kill the deal for some people.
It's either you continue to rent or now you're a homeowner.
Right. So I have a couple of scenarios because I had some of my clients go to another lender. You know, before they came to me, they went with another lender, and I asked them, would you let me give you a second opinion with one of our lenders that is doing the down payment assistance? Now, they went with another lender, and the other lender told them, no, you don't qualify for that program. Let me get you into this program. So one of them, this client had been pre-qualified for $347,000. And the payment was going to be $2,700.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an FHA loan, of course. I think lenders make more money when they do FHA. That's just my opinion. I don't really do loans, so I don't know how much they make. But why would they want to put them on an FHA when they can do better with the conventional and the down payment assistance? Now, this client was able to get qualified for $485,000 with the down payment assistance program with the conventional loan, and now their payment for $485 is going to be around $2,300 because they're getting the MCC credit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference, from $2,700 to $2,300, and now they can buy something $485 instead of $347,000. That's a big difference. That's one. And then the other one, another client again went with that lender, and it was the same lender, and they had pre-qualified them for $450, and their payment was going to be $3,200. And the same thing, they told them they didn't qualify for down payment assistance, they made too much money, whatever the story was. They came to us, we took them to our lender just to get a second opinion. I mean, I'm not going to just say the other lender's lying. I said, let's get a second opinion. Can they do better? They were able to afford $480,000 with a payment of $2,200 with the MCC credit. So $1,000 less on their payment, and they could afford $30,000 more on the purchase power.
Which it means either you buy a townhouse or you buy the house that you really like.
Exactly. So they ended up getting a nice house with a swimming pool that they really wanted, with the extra bedroom, with the lower payment.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, I mean, what do you think about telling the clients to get a second opinion on a loan?
It's like when you go to the doctor. You must get a second opinion, make sure everything is down the line.
That's true. I mean, if they tell you have a bad heart and you need heart surgery, would you just go with that opinion or get a second one? That's
I'll get a second and third one if needed.
I'm not getting surgery if I can avoid it. I think that's true. And this is one of your biggest investments that you're going to make. And definitely, you want to get another lender a chance to give you a better deal. Now, how do you think they should research these lenders? I mean, how do they know if I'm a new buyer and somebody referred me to this lender? I mean, I'm going to go and trust this lender. How do I know they're telling me the truth?
Well, that's one of the things that I'm pretty sure happens to you too. We get a referral, we meet that family, everything is going well, and we get to that point when we want to refer the people that we work with, and we want to refer them because they are good at what they do. Mm-hmm. We have worked with them in the past, and that lender or lenders have earned our trust. So that's the reason we want to continue to work with them. And sometimes it's a little hard because we want to help the family, but we also don't want to pressure the family to work with the people that we like to work with.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a little hard to answer that question.
Sometimes it's true. Sometimes the clients think that we're just pushing them to work with our lender because we have a relationship with this lender. But you have to understand, we do this for a living. We're working with loans every single day of the year because this is our full-time job. We don't do anything else. And so we have changed lenders constantly because if they're not staying on top of it, or if they're not learning and staying with the new program, we move to the next lender that is actually doing the best for our clients. So Paul and I are not working with the same lenders we started with, right?
Yeah, we have changed.
Right.
We have changed throughout the years, and until you find that person that's helping you and giving you what you need and giving you the service that you deserve and require as well.
Right, that gives the best service to your clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to answer that question, it's just the clients, they have to trust us.
Yeah.
They're trusting us, representing them in the purchase of their home, to please put their trust in us so that we can get our job done and send them to the right lender.
Right. You know, these clients that came and got a second opinion, one of them, I met him last week to sign disclosures, and he was, oh my God, Fabi, imagine if I would have stayed over there with that lender. Like, I'm so glad you said something.
How much did she qualify for?
He qualified before at that other lender's office for $450 with a payment of $3,200. With Maria Luisa and Stephanie here with the Team Puente, they got $480,000 of purchase power. They could afford $480, and their payment was only $2,200. So now they have an extra $1,000 in their pocket every month, and they're getting a more expensive house.
They're getting into a house. They got into a house, or they're getting into a house that is not going to require any repairs or very minimum repairs.
It was
the other one, it was going to be a fixer-upper.
Yeah, they were going to have to fix it, and they needed an extra bedroom in the future. So they couldn't. Now they got the house they really wanted. So just like getting that second opinion, why do you think lenders avoid this program?
I don't want to say because they don't want to deal with it. I would like to say that it's because they're not familiar with it. They are busy doing the regular FHAs, BAs, and conventionals, and they just don't have time to learn the new programs or the changes in the market. It's like back in 2008. Remember, everyone was doing the stated programs, and when the transition happened of the mortgage meltdown, very little mortgage lenders knew how to do FHAs.
Yeah, the full doc.
The full doc, or they weren't even FHA approved because they needed to be FHA approved, the brokerage. So I think that's probably what's going on.
The transition, and they haven't done all the training they need to do and do all that. So just remember, if they tell you that you don't qualify for those programs, it might be because they don't really know the program. So you want to make sure you call. There's a website that you can go and check to those to the city loans and the county down payment assistance programs, and they'll give you a list of the lenders that are approved with them. So that way you can try with some of those lenders. I know our lenders, they're on that list. One of them, like Stephanie Puente, is like one of their top lenders there. But then within her team, there's a few other lenders, like we have Maria Luisa. Let's see who's watching us. So we have Maria Luisa here. Oscar Hernandez, hi. Salvador, gracias por acompañarnos. Erika Gutierrez, hello. Jennifer Davidson, have you worked with them? Davidson's Inspections?
Yes.
Yeah, because they do the city. So she's always watching. Marta Garcia from California Preferred Escrow, thank you for watching us. Ana Hueso, good afternoon. El Sergio. Paul is not that young anymore. Fats.
Sergio, get to work.
You said it. Yeah, I'm way older than Paul. Ana Hueso watching you from Imperial Beach. Where are you watching us from? Remember, you guys are going to be entering into the raffle every time you make a comment.
So she's probably at C180.
Who? In IB?
Yeah.
Close by. Let's see. Maria Erendira. Hola, Maria. Nice seeing you. Maria Jose. She's also another lender. I know she specializes also in some of those programs. Raimundo Bernal. Hola. Gracias por vernos. He's also one of the clients that has benefited from that program.
Okay.
Karen. A better house and less in monthly payment. That's the way to go. Stephanie and Maria Luisa with Point Mortgage. Jenny's watching us. Sergio Quero. I think he's with Citibank, right, Sergio? And then somebody had said something here before. Karen had said something. That Point Mortgage is very reliable. So Point Mortgage is our in-house lender. I mean, we're not just saying, oh, we could just stay with our in-house lender. There's other lenders outside of our company that do those programs. But make sure you ask how many they're closing a month, because it's an easy program, but there's a lot of paperwork required. And once they qualify you, if anything changes in the number, that could be the thing that kills the deals. So with the lenders, they always verify, do the BOEs.
Yes, and another thing, if a family is applying, the lenders, they have to take into consideration the household income.
Uh-huh.
So not just the people applying.
Who else lives on
Who else lives under the same roof or planning to move together.
Right.
So the lender really must know
The guidelines.
the guidelines to be able to make the transaction close and make the transaction happen.
Right. So that's what happens. Sometimes the lenders are not really familiar with the program. They do it wrong and then it doesn't close. So then the realtors get scared of this program. So when we submit an offer with that loan, they're like, oh, those never close. We never have any issues. I've been closing those with our team, with Team Puente, and I've never had any issues. We've closed every single one. Once we get the approval, and sometimes that's the thing, a lot of the lenders, they just want to get you pre-approved, go shopping that weekend, and then they're done. With the lenders that we work with, they might tell you, you know what, you're going to have to wait 3 months, because for me to get you this better payment and this higher price point, you need to do these things, and it's going to take you 3 months. So they don't mind waiting.
And it's better to start with the solid foundation, do the prep work, the lead work, and to make sure that you get the best that you can, because you're not buying a car that you're going to be leasing for 2 years.
Right.
You're buying a house that even though you think you're going to be there for the next 5 years, most likely you're going to be there for a little longer, or
Right.
even probably keep a lifetime. So it's very important for you to take the necessary steps, because this is what we do, like you said, every day. That's what the mortgage lenders that we use do every day. So they're really trying to do the best they can to help you out get the most for the less mortgage payment.
Right. Stephanie Puente is watching us too. Hello guys, the client qualified for 450 FHA with the cosigner, but with us, Team Puente, he qualified by himself for 480 with a payment of $2,200 a month. Oh yeah, so with the other lender, they were gonna have to come up with that. I don't understand how that works, but I'm so happy that I started working with Maria Luisa and Stephanie, because I've been able to help these families get their house with a lower payment. And I know that when I bought my first home, I bought it with one of those down payment assistance programs. Otherwise, I was not going to be able to afford it. So I'm a living proof that they work. And then you sell it and then you keep all the profit. It's not true that you have to share the profit with the government when you use those programs. You get to keep all the profit, at least with the programs that we use, right?
Yeah, there's some programs that you do have share equity, but not the ones that we've been using, like down payment, the City of San Diego down payment assistance. You don't share the profit. The only thing is if you decide to refinance or sell, of course you have to pay back how much they lend you.
That would be with any other loan.
It will be just like any other loan. The difference is that it's at a lower rate.
Right.
Because it's 3% simple interest, not 4.25 or 5%.
4.75 right now.
Yeah, so you'll save on the simple interest as well.
Right. And you know what? Right now the interest rates are lower. I think last week, right?
Yes, I read an article. Supposedly we're not going to have any more rate increases. So most likely properties will continue to move and property values will rise little by little. So if you're looking to buy,
this is a good time.
Don't wait until properties continue to get a little more expensive.
Right, a lot of people were waiting for the big crash and they were getting 50% off. Sorry, that's not going to happen. They're still going up and it'll continue to go that way because there's not enough housing. There's more buyers than houses. So obviously, houses are going to maintain their value. Right now, they're not going up as fast as they were going before, but they're still increasing in value.
Yes, and going back to the inventory point, before it was quite challenging to get an offer accepted with down payment assistance. I don't know if you experienced that about 3 to 4 years ago.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Getting one of those accepted, it was like hitting the lottery. Nowadays, since properties are not selling the same weekend, sellers are really looking into their options and they're really considering helping families using down payment assistance.
Right.
One of them is because when we use those programs, we don't need to negotiate closing costs.
That's true. That's not with all the lenders also. With some of the lenders, they tell you like, yeah, but go and get $6,000 or $10,000 from the seller. With these programs, they also get some benefits for your closing costs, so we don't have to be asking the seller for money or increasing the purchase price or the offer to get you some closing costs.
Yeah, because remember, we increase the sales price and you're going to be paying your property taxes based on how much you purchased your home.
Right, so you want to get the lowest price possible. It's true, right now they are getting our offers accepted, even though it's a 45-day escrow. I mean, there's a little catch to that. You have a 45-day escrow. Instead of closing in 30 days, you close in 45 days, which is only 15 days more. And you have to the house has to pass an inspection. Now, there's a couple of things. You cannot buy a house that has unpermitted rooms. So if you see a property that is a really good deal, but it has an unpermitted bedroom or unpermitted living room, it's not going to pass the inspection. So don't even bother with those houses. But I haven't had a problem finding like good houses for those programs.
Well, I actually closed a loan about 3 years ago. It had an unpermitted enclosed patio, and they were able to get the house.
Oh, really?
The only thing that that the inspector explained to me is that it cannot be unpermitted second income living quarters.
Oh, okay.
Like an addition with the full kitchen, or a unpermitted granny flat, something that you can get income benefit from renting it.
Right.
That's what the inspector explained to me.
So you cannot make any income. The other thing is that it cannot be rented. It needs to be either vacant or the seller needs to live there. They cannot have a tenant in there when you put in the offer. That's another. And then it has to pass the safety inspection, the HQS, right?
HQS inspection.
Which is very simple. They just check for the doors, make sure they lock, the windows, GFIs in the kitchen. What else?
Yeah, well, it's just pretty much just safety and health. However, even though you're going to be paying for that HQS inspection, I strongly advise you to do a general home inspection.
Oh, yeah.
Because the what's the name of it?
HQS?
HQS.
It's only for safety.
It's going to be a superficial inspection.
Yeah.
They're not going to get up in the roof. They're not going to check the sewer. They're not going to check all of those expensive elements. And the general home inspector will check all of that for you.
Definitely. Yeah, never buy a house without. We make you sign so many disclosures. Like, we advise you to do an inspection. I think they sign it like 3 times in the disclosures, right? Because we want to make sure that you get that inspection. Because we're going to negotiate the repairs for you. Sometimes, yeah, you're going to have to pay the inspection an extra what, $350 sometimes?
Yeah, but
we're going to negotiate the big repairs for you. That's our job. If an agent tells you don't do an inspection, they're probably not a good negotiator and they're trying to negotiate those repairs.
The way I look at it, if it's going to cost you $350 to walk away from a $10,000 expense, I think it's a very well investment.
Yeah, definitely. And we do find things. I mean, this last one that we had, they had multiple offers. They accepted our offer with this program, 45 days, and they had said they're probably not going to fix anything unless it's major. We still had both of the inspections, and we negotiated like a long list because, obviously a lot of things come up, and they were like some things on the roof, some plumbing, some things on the pool, and the seller agreed to fix everything.
Yeah. No, I just had a recent experience too with one of our inside agents, Bob Sanchez. Really good guy to work with, excellent agent. We did the general home inspection. The buyer was hesitant about having a sewer inspection done, and I explained to him the same way. The sewer is one of the things that you cannot see, you cannot assess until you put a camera in there.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting a scoping camera. put it down the sewer. The sewer was ruined.
Oh my God.
So we got an estimate for $8,000, another one for $7 and change, and we ended up getting the best bid at $5,300. So Bob talked to his agent, to his client. Client said, "Let's do it." The buyer moved in. He only paid $2,000 out of pocket as a down payment. Everything else was City of San Diego, the MCC credit, and the SIP. And Bob helped us out with closing costs to offset the mortgage insurance. And he helps us out with the sewer replacement and the termite clearance.
And all for doing that inspection. Otherwise, you would have never known.
I would have known at the housewarming party.
When everything is flooding in the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, I think hopefully you guys are getting great information and you guys are getting encouraged to definitely get pre-qualified. Please, don't wait. Don't be afraid. I just don't understand how somebody can stay paying rent and not even giving a lender a chance to sit with them and review your paperwork. You have nothing to lose. It's totally free to get pre-qualified. We are committed to helping renters become home owners this year. I am committed to doing 50 families become homeowners. How about you? How many families are you gonna commit?
I wanna help 30 families become homeowners this year.
Okay, so he's gonna help 30 families that are paying rent become homeowners. I'm shooting for 50. And then we still got to do our listings, right? That's just helping buyers. But we are definitely committed. Paul is somebody that's always here working full time. You know, we're always, like they say, we're always open 24/7, even though we take our days off. But we always have our phone with us. And we really care about helping these families get the best deal. So we don't stick just with one lender. And our lenders understand that we have different scenarios and there's a different lender. Every lender has their own niche. But we do stick with the lenders that are honest, have good customer service, and do the best for our clients, not for their wallet. Because Paul and I are agents that sometimes we have to share part of our commission. We never count our pennies until we're done, right?
Yeah.
Because the main thing is that we keep our clients happy and that they get the house they want. And sometimes we have to pitch in and we don't mind. You know, if we're not able to negotiate it, then we're going to have to help out. We're usually pretty good negotiators that we don't have to go that far. But if we have to, we'll do it. But these are clients that stay with us forever.
Yeah, and like I had a client at the beginning of the year, military guy. He asked me, "Paul, Navy Federal, they refund the buying commission to the buyer up to $2,500. Would you do something like that?" And I told him, "Well, what we're gonna do is I might even work something out with this a little bit more than $2,500. It all depends on the situation. It depends on the negotiation.
Right.
If they need the help and they want the house, you're gonna get the help that they need.
You're gonna negotiate.
Yeah, the price tag, I don't know what's gonna be. It could be $0 because we didn't need it, or it could be $4,000 depending on the scenario. But that's how we do it, and that's how we're gonna continue to do it.
We make it work. So if you guys have any doubts and any fears or anything stopping you from becoming a homeowner, just let us talk to you. Join us. I know you have a website too, right?
Yes, was working on process too. I don't like the way it looks right now, but it's gonna get better within the next 60 days.
What's the name of your website?
PaulMontano.net.
PaulMontano.net. Mine is FabyGonzalez.com. As you know, I make sure you register so you can get my newsletter every month. You probably won't get one from Paul because he's still working on his, but mine is ready. Just kidding. Make sure you register. We do have a YouTube channel. I know you have one too, right?
Yes.
So subscribe to our YouTube channels. Mine is Faby Gonzalez Realtor, and yours is the same thing?
Paul Montano Realtor.
Realtor. Okay, yeah. Make sure you join us there so that way you can get our updates. We get pretty cool videos for our properties when we go on the market, so make sure you join us there. Paul does most of my videos, especially the aerial videos.
We have fun.
Yeah, we have a new one, Eastlake, East Chula Vista, Eastlake, and it's on my page and also on my website. He's the one that did that, so if you need an aerial video, this guy's the one. You know what? Karen gave me this today, and it was just, well, she gave it to me like 2 weeks ago, and it was like 3 things just to get ready to become a homeowner, and it was 3 tips. One of them was automate your down payment savings, and she was saying that instead of you saying, I'm going to save, you know, whatever's left after I pay all my bills, do it the opposite. Have an automatic saving plan. So when you get your check, automatically goes to a different account. So automate your down payment savings. The other number 2 is build your credit history and keep it clean. Even if you're not thinking of buying this year, start doing that. And the other one, number 3, is practice living on a budget. And I think once you buy a house, you are going to have to live on a budget. So what better than start doing that right now when you're renting and live on a budget? No Starbucks. Right? You're already a homeowner. You can buy Starbucks. Anything else you want to add, Paul?
I would really like if you could take this home and think about it today, because a lot of the people that still rent, they think that they cannot buy.
Yeah,
they think buying it's impossible, and they think that they're ever going to do it, or they're not going to be able to do it in the next 5 to 10 years.
Right.
I have one of my good friends that he came into my office. The wife thought that they were never going to be able to buy. They came in. They didn't even know they had good credit or bad credit. They checked their credit. They were over 720s on both.
Oh, wow.
The only thing is that they didn't have money for the down payment.
We have 0 down.
They qualified. They ended up buying with the no money out of pocket deal. It was listing agent was Bianca.
Uh-huh.
She helped us out. They love it. They have
Wow.
karaoke nights every here and there, and they call me. I don't sing, so I don't show up very often, but I do enjoy spending time with them, and I really enjoy looking at their photos on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook, so
Right.
I really enjoy when they have family get-togethers, and when he calls me to let me know that they had a great time over that weekend, or family came over, or friends. Like, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's life-changing. And just by coming and getting pre-qualified, like facing that fear, because it's just a fear, like, oh, I'm going to be rejected.
It was a fear.
It's a fear. So just face that fear, definitely. Okay, so do we have some names there? Huh? Oh, do we have any questions? I don't think we have any questions. Let me read what people have said here. Paul, hold on. We gotta give credit to everyone that's here. Let's see. Jose Melara is here. Mike Ortega. Elaine is here. What does that mean? She put some emojis.
It's a cross.
Go to church, I guess.
Yeah.
Eastlake dropping off letters of intention for a couple of commercial properties owners. So I'm working and learning at the same thing. Oh, that's Sergio, because you told him to get to work. He's working. Jennifer Davidson, she's the inspector. She's saying yes, full inspection is much more information, and it's for the buyers so they understand the condition of the house they're buying. Jose Melara says hi. We have Andreo here. Juan Saldana and Luis Isais. Hey Luis, we miss you. Saludos, Paul.
Yeah.
Says Luis.
Please get to work too. I'm just kidding.
He's working with a lot of buyers too.
I know.
Okay, guys. Well, let's give out some Starbucks gift cards. Thank you, Chula. So we'll have Paul pull out a name. Who's the lucky winner? La Vero las pega con goma y todo.
Sí.
Así.
José Melara, no, just kidding. Raimundo Bernal.
Raimundo, felicidades. Ok, te mandamos tu gift card. Una para ti y una para Rosy. Ok, let's get another one. Ta-da. Let's see. Ana Hueso. Yay! Te la mandamos por correo, Ana. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hopefully you got motivated. And if you guys have any questions, what's your phone number?
My number is 619-571-5784. Please, I don't answer the phone before 10 a.m. Just kidding. But yeah, if any question that you guys may have, please feel free to call.
He's also on WhatsApp, so you can see if he's awake. You know how you can see the last time he was on it. So try WhatsApp. Okay, guys. Well, see you next Wednesday. We have Richard. Okay, next week we're going to have an attorney here. He's going to be talking about the new law about DUIs. And some of us that have kids or go to events and drink, we are going to be talking about the new law for DUIs. And it's getting pretty scary out there. So we want to make sure we listen to what he has to say and we share it with our loved ones so they're aware. It's so much easier to Uber. So next week we'll have Richard Arroyo here to talk to us. Don't forget to watch it.
Will do.
'Cause we go to the events and then Peter makes us drink.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Peter.
No, it is true.
Nos hace así y tenemos que tomar. Okay, guys. Well, we don't have any open houses this weekend. We're busy with buyers showing property, thank God. So we'll be out there working for sure. I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing the same.
I'm going to be visiting one of my friends that I sold a house to in Campo. Oh. They're going to be having a birthday party / housewarming party.
Campo, wow.
So, yeah, I'll hopefully not do any drinking and driving this weekend.
Oh, that's good. Do you have any listings that you want to talk about?
I have one listing coming up in Ultra Ranch. Beautiful home, corner lot. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. One of the bedrooms and full baths is on entry level downstairs. Open concept kitchen with the beautiful fireplace, family room.
How much?
It's gonna be listed at $684.
$684.
Mm-hmm. And it's
Ranch.
new paint, new floors.
All remodel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice house.
We'll share it on our page once it's live in the MLS. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye, guys.